Hey, good morning. I just wanted to talk about how Michael Pompeo, who works for Donald Trump, who was working in the desert long before he was actually elected by Donald Trump to have his position in the CIA, who ran all around the desert saying, Iran, 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 oh, Iran, Iran. And John Bolton, there's no time, love, and tenderness there. Anyways, how they just basically said everyone has to attack Iran. And do you remember just weeks ago, Pompeo said that we need to come together to figure out a resolution to attack the Iranian people because they're terrible people and blah, 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 blah. And then nobody was coming forward. Nobody's like, oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So what happened here is because Donald Trump can't create a war in the middle of the Middle East where anybody's going to do it, he's going to create a war against Maduro with a falsely elected official, Guaido. This sounds like guano, honestly. A bunch of bad shit. Anyways, the question is that if you can't start a war in Iran, so you go after Venezuela because it's closer to home, are you going to be able to get an act of Congress to go into Venezuela and do anything about it? And if all you fuckers care so much, Mr. Emmanuel Macron, who's got yellow vests dying in the streets and just raised his own minimum wage because he's afraid he's going to lose his position, if all you franchise fuckers, Mrs. Theresa May, who couldn't get her soft Brexit done, that they only voted for you to stay in your position because nobody else wants your position, if all you little fat fucks are going to follow Donald Trump to do something, just remember he couldn't get his 35-day deal done to build a wall, and socialist populism is falling. So if all you franchise members that have been put in your positions for who you think you are aren't doing something about Brazil and the 300 people that are missing, what the fuck do you care about Venezuela other than to steal their money? You only care about Venezuela because the influence of power that Russia's putting on Venezuela and the scope of the region that they have together is making you feel very uncomfortable. You should feel uncomfortable. You've betrayed your people. The biggest problem is you created a universal passport system that allows anybody to go anywhere unvetted. And so they can just leave and enter your country anytime you want. That was the main reason why you needed Brexit, because all those countries over there are broke, flat out broke. Their banks are broke. They've been doing illegal things, blah, 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 blah. And guess what? Who has money? Britain. Who's going to have to fund everybody else's fallacies? Britain. Look at France. And then tell me that's working out over there for Mr. Macron and his chubby hubby bubby thing that he was doing with Donald Trump. Tell me that was working out, right? Let's all shake hands and do some booty busting. I don't know what the heck was going on there, but let me tell you something. You're attacking Maduro in Venezuela, and the election stated that he won 20 of his own places, and the other guy won 3. Think about your xenophobia that you're doing here. You're not helping out Brazil. There's 300 people dead, possibly, from a dam breaking open. You're not working with anybody else, and now you just want to create a huge conflict between the EU, the United States, and everybody. Everybody. Dumbass says what? That's right. Scratch your head and says what? Right. Says what? Exactly. Donald Trump's not leading you down a better path. He's the one risen from the sea of faces. You need to open up your book of Revelations and get back to God. If you don't have a Bible, pick up the Quran. Look in the book. It'll say that it will be attacked. Turn your head away from sports and other things going on. Do not play chess any longer, for when the time has come, the trumpet will blow. There'll be 2 gardens, one of fire and one of green. If you don't believe this is a holy symbol of what's going on, take a look at your weather. Take a look at what you've got going on with your people. People are not happy. People are not happy. So you've come together to attack all countries. China, India, Turkey, Russia. But look what you've done to yourself. Australia's crippled. Australia's sitting there crippled like, oh, where's our white power people? Help us out, Rupert Murdoch. Where's our white power people? Help us. Austria's looking pretty rough. Germany's out of control. They've got so much violence they're not talking about over there and related to relationships. Let's get down to the brass tacks here. You guys need to start dealing with your own fucking countries before you deal with somebody else's country. Before you go around saying, oh, Venezuela, we gotta get to Venezuela, fix Venezuela, because we're such good Christians, we're such good democracy works. Wah! Liars. Liars. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself, don't lie to your children, because it's your children you're putting into war. It's your children you're killing. It's your grandchildren you're slaving into money. Liars. And God bless God. Shame on you all. I hope that you agree to attack Venezuela and you get down there and you can do nothing but show how evil and wicked you are. hope you go down there and thousands of people die in the streets, bleeding and bruised because of you following Donald Trump. That you burn an X in your head. God bless God.